Hi Aries, Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. Thank you for stopping by. This is your love reading for from now, which is August the 18th, right through to the end of September. So it's a full month reading, answering a simple question: how does your partner feel about you? Um, so yeah, apologies for my absence. You guys probably used to it by now. I tend to go with the flow. I go with the energies. And if it doesn't feel right to do it or time isn't allowing for it, I'm not going to force it because then it's not really a reading to me if it's forced. So so yeah, I'm back, and I hope that I'm back in October and everything just falls into place. But thank you very much for your well wishes and also bookings, like readings. I really appreciate that. You guys reaching out for readings and stuff that really helps support the channel and to support what I do. I'm not going to go on and on. It's been a minute already, and I hate when people talk forever. It really irritates me. I'm just impatient. But obviously, I know how important time is as well, and there's so much things you want to get done. So yeah, I'm going to cut right to the reading. I've even shuffled already, guys. So Aries, at the center of the reading, we do have the Ace of Coins clarified by the Six of Coins. And this is this in the central position for how your partner feels about you. So the Ace of this definitely says this person, one, would like a new start or wants a new beginning or sees a new chapter possibly, or new opportunities opening up for you guys, or something new coming in, usually to do with money, wealth, time, resources, family, security, and all of those kind of things. But this also talks about making an investment. So your partner may be ready to kind of make that financial investment. So it could be like maybe wanting to buy a house with you, move in with you, have a child, um, all of those kind of permanent changes that we make, but that are kind of an investment for our future as well, that will pay dividends in the future. So they are definitely future focused. With the Six of Coins in the Thoth deck, it's called success. So I would say that they do feel probably with you that they can make money, that you offer them some sort of financial security, or you have great ideas for making money, or you have got a good income yourself, and maybe they do too, and that's what they're looking for, especially with the Six of Coins, wanting reciprocity, wanting to meet someone or be with someone that can give as much as you give or brings as much to the table as you bring, but they may feel like they really appreciate it as well. They may feel that you're very generous. Sorry if I look tired, guys. I always look tired. It's hereditary. um, but yeah. So so yeah. Um, they feel really. I feel they feel really secure with you, especially financially. Um, they feel that things have kind of like all fallen into place, and I think you just offer them a lot of security. They feel really financially secure with you. So maybe, you are the guy. Maybe you do bring in a good income, a good salary every month, or you're really good at saving, or just really good at your job as an Aries. Like you could be the best at what you do. You could be a great leader, a great manager. For some reason, you just provide a lot of security, to the point where they feel valued. So maybe you treat them to nice things and stuff, and they just really feel valued by that as well. And that also makes them more generous and want to give to you as well. Um, yeah. So to clarify your position, like your current position, we have got the Queen of Discs, which would kind of describe the person that we've just described through the last few cards, someone who is very focused on money, security, family, making the most of their time and resources, thinking of the future. She looks out in this card to a very barren land, but she herself is surrounded by a lot of like wealth and luxuries and extras and frills. She looks like she's got a lot going on there. She's even got both her hands full. Her horns are longer than they need to be. She's got more than she needs. And I think when she looks out into that barren field, she sees a lot of potential, a lot of fertile land. And she's there envisioning that kind of future. Um, so yeah, they may, you may feel that way at the moment, like you are looking to settle down with someone. you know, nest, you know, build a home, start saving for the future. So if you are planning to have a child, um, this to me also speaks of pregnancy as well. Well, definitely the Princess of Discs in this suit, she looks pregnant. This lady's tummy isn't wholly flat either. And yeah, to me, it just speaks of fertility. Um, it's definitely got that kind of theme in the card, even though it's a very barren landscape. It could be talking about infertility, but she looks like she's planning. She herself has got, like, you know, it's even got symbols of you know, the tree of life almost symbols in there as well, where it talks about life, budding life, and that kind of thing. So um yeah, I feel that all she's got to do is kind of wave her wand and things happen, but it's about careful planning. Interestingly, at the base of the deck, we do have the Knight of Discs as well. So this again is talking about kind of future planning, thinking before doing. Then we've got the Emperor card underneath. And then we've got the Princess of Discs. So yeah, we've got like a full house here, all to do with power, money, structure, stability, slowly planning for things, being grounded, staying in control, not being swayed by emotions, not making choices with emotions, but making choices on practical, factual facts and figures, and not taking any risks as well, and only taking calculated risks. So I think this person just sees you as really reliable, and you yourself, I feel, want to, you know, be that person. You currently feel maybe quite responsible for this person, or feel like, you know, you're ready to settle down and have a home with this person. Um, yeah. So in the past, we'll go to the past. So in the past, we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Coins for how your partner felt about you in the past. So they might have felt very emotionally content with the Ten of Cups, with you being in their life. They may not have seen much progress though in terms of like actually making that commitment. So where you guys might have been having fun and able to build a very happy life together, you were able to, you know, you might have had good times together, you may have a lot of things in common, you may have been able to merge two families together. Like, this talks about family as well. But you just have maybe created a very happy atmosphere together, and you may be very happy, or may have, or your partner may have felt very happy in the near past, and quite excited. And I feel that that really fueled their ideas of a future for you. And with the Seven of Coins, to clarify, I just felt like they felt that although there was a lot of emotional compatibility and a lot of feelings and a lot of boxes were ticked in the relationship in terms of emotional fulfillment. With the Seven of Coins, it does say that that person may have felt like it was all kind of going nowhere, that it was all fun and great and you're having a great time together, but where is it kind of leading to? What's going on? And that's why they're kind of now essentially like, okay, now I'm ready to settle. I want to actually take this from being happy and having fun and going on holidays together and doing here together and traveling and having a great time, getting to know each other. Now I actually want to, your partner may feel like now they actually want to um, create something more stable, and start to build together. I feel, especially with the Six of Coins, it's like they want to give, they want you to give, they want to kind of have this team thing going on. Where it kind of also talks about, you know, your typical traditional roles, like in relationships with like men and women, like your partner may be female and she may really want to fulfill her role, uh, as a woman in the relationship, or as the feminine in the relationship, or your partner could be male and they may really want to kind of be that provider, do the Six of Coins, give you, play those traditional roles, of yeah, providing financial security and general security, and just kind of being the man, opening all the jars, fixing all the things in the house, and maybe having final decisions, things like that. So those kind of traditional roles, maybe this partner kind of felt like really happy, because this also speaks about tradition. I feel these cards do. I think a lot of tarot decks do speak towards quite traditional ideas. And yeah, I feel like there was this contentment, but no commitment, maybe no labels, maybe no plans for the future, maybe no, like, I don't know, but it just wasn't an actual relationship, I don't feel, or nothing was promised. It was kind of like, maybe see how it goes. Things are good now, so let's just keep things going good. Like, why maybe fix something that isn't broken? Maybe it was that kind of attitude they felt you had, whereas like everything's happy, so why are we going to change it? um just to maybe fit traditional roles, um or a traditional relationship. But your partner definitely felt like that kind of attitude kind of equates to nothing, and all that is invested in terms of their time and effort and money maybe, actually is not going to pay off. So they're ready now. That's what they felt in the past, and they're ready now to kind of take that step. Okay, we have you here with the Nine of Wands in the past. So you may have been quite defensive in the past. You may have been through a lot. You may have fought through a lot. You may have been in that kind of frame of mind where you felt that you'd been through a lot, and um, that kind of made you quite protective, maybe, of how far you have come. Um, you may have gone through a kind of maturing and learning process that might have been quite tough, but it really kind of made you the person that you are, and made you, brought out made you have to rely on your strengths, and maybe develop strengths and skills that you didn't have before. So you may have come a long way, and you may be really wanting to kind of defend that. Um, but at the same time here, I feel like you do want to use your strength, that you have gained, and you want to remain strong. You don't want to now kind of come to this point and then be like weak about it. Like, you want to, be brave, and stay strong, and believe that, even though things have been tough, if something bad were to happen, you still get through it. So this card also kind of represents that as well, like resilience. And I feel that you may have been a bit guarded in the past because of the trials and tribulations that you had to go through, maybe in love, work, family, whatever. And you kind of don't want to lose that, but at the same time, you don't want to kind of, it's not in you to back away from an opportunity either. So it's a risk that I feel that you want to take. But I think with the Knight of Discs here, the Queen of Discs, and the Princess of Discs, and even the Emperor card as well, but it's definitely saying, especially with this card, that yes, you do want to move forward, and you have got definite plans. And this defensiveness is actually, you're not allowing the pains to kind of make you defensive, but instead allowing you to just maybe slow down a little bit and really think about the next steps before taking them. And it looks like that's what the cards are suggesting you to do as well. So then we have, at the base of the readings, this is like subconscious drives, things that maybe we can't see or aren't obvious to us, that's actually driving the actions of both individuals. So this is the position for your partner. The Ten of Coins clarified the Eight of Cups. So yeah, your partner is, they really want this security. To them, this is really important. They need someone, I feel, that is going to offer them some sort of financial security, whether that be through being able to bring an equal amount as they bring to the table. So say your partner is very successful or is very ambitious, they want someone who's equally successful or as ambitious. But this financial thing is really important. They are looking to settle down. They want a long-term relationship. Because I think they want to start building. They want to kind of secure their future. I think they understand, again, that they're quite traditional, I feel. Like, they want a relationship where you kind of both build your wealth together. You build the family wealth together. You know. Which is clarified by the Eight of Coins. So this does talk about kind of past hurts, and not being satisfied as well. They're not really wanting to stick around and waste time, I don't feel. They're like, this is not gonna, if I'm not gonna have, I mean, they're willing to give up a lot of happiness. The Ten of Cups is great for them, like, yeah, great, but it doesn't give them the security, which leaves them feeling like they've got questions, like they've got cold feet, and starts opening up questions where they start looking and analyzing, okay, where have I come? What am I doing? What am I doing? Do I need to restructure my strategy? It makes them think when there's no security. So they're willing to leave a lot of happiness behind to have this. They are willing to do that because without that, they're not happy. Without that financial security, they're not happy, I don't feel. They're happy to be tough on themselves, even if they were like, the Eight of Cups is like, it's someone that's truly in love. They truly are happy in a lot of aspects, a lot of ways, very comfortable, very happy, like a lot of boxes are ticked. But there's just something missing, and the heart wants what the heart wants. And it's that kind of case where, for them, this tradition, this security, this home, this joint building, this security and commitment is like, and not just normal commitment. The Ten of Coins is like, I want long-term commitment. I want to be with you for a long time. This could also be them themselves wanting to find their own security. It could be read many ways. But yeah, for them, money is very important. Security is important. Um, being quick on your feet, making the right choices in life, those are all really important. They want someone who's grounded, who's making the right choices, and I think, you seem to definitely be exuding those qualities. And that might be why they're like, Ace of Coins with you. They're just like, yeah, I'm ready to kind of do this. Like, let's plant something, let's see it grow. Let's make a commitment. It was like you as well are also ready to do that, but you're also thinking, I think you're thinking about your own feelings and kind of processing it yourself as well. As much as you want to make this person happy, I think with the Queen of Discs, you are also, there's kind of a self-reflecting energy about that as well, because it is a feminine energy. So you kind of maybe are kind of internalizing a lot of this. Okay. So just to finish off with the subconscious position, we have the Ace of Wands for how you're feeling. Oh, sorry, your subconscious drive. So you as an Aries, this is like your subconscious drive. So you're, subconsciously you want to win, you want passion, you want success, you want excitement, passion, a new beginning. So you yourself could be looking for a new beginning, yeah. You could be wanting, that next step. You want to kind of push things forward with the Nine of Wands. You want to kind of add that last wand on. You want some sort of completion maybe, or a new beginning. Yeah, you do want a new start too. This person that you're seeing could be an earth sign. And I think you just really want a new beginning. You want a fresh start. It's almost like you want a breath of fresh air. Like you want the winds to change in a way. Like you just want, almost like you're dusting the place out. This for me, just also to speak of a passionate kind of wave of energy to kind of come into your life. But I feel that you yourself, that's what drives you, is that you really do want a new beginning too. And this person with the Ace of Coins as well also wants a new beginning. They want security. You yourself may, I don't really know if you want, I mean, the Queen of Discs would say that you possibly do want, you are thinking long term, but um, you may, okay. So with the Ace of Wands, I feel like it's saying that you want things to move quite quickly. Like you want things to change. Like you want an obvious change. Like you want a quick change. You want passion. You want excitement with the change. But it looks like you're slowing down because you're now maybe looking at past hurts. You know, in the past, you're trying to make more better decisions, more long decisions that will help you long term. But really, deep down within you, like you're quite maybe fired up about this person. This person could be very sexually attractive, um, and you kind of do want things to move forward, but you know that you need to stop and really think, okay, so if I do choose to be with this person and I do make a commitment, how will my life look in a year? Is it in line with my goals? Is it really what I want? Am I settling? Am I compromising too much? Um, so that's why you may be kind of going within and you're looking to see what answers you find there. And your spirit is also advising, as I said before, to kind of, you know, make your own rules, do things your way, play by your time, think about your goals, stick to those goals, you know, think before you leap. Okay, so at the top of the reading, we do have the Six of Cups, another six, and the Chariot card for how your partner feels. So with the Six of Cups, your partner is obviously very, very much emotionally connected to you, and their whole intention, again, this is about family, deep connections, love. But this is definitely about family. This is about making it work, even when it's very difficult, even when it's an uphill struggle, but finally having victory. But I think your partner really wants to kind of create that true kind of almost platonic bond with you. They do want to become family with you. They want it to be more than, you know, the infatuation phase, or more than just an attraction, or more than the seduction, less of the fantasy and more about it being really, really almost ethereal, kind of real connection, to the point where you feel like you're soulmates and you finish each other's sentences. And this also talks about creating happy memories with each other as well. This for me really speaks about this person wanting a family, wanting to create happy memories, wanting it to be more than infatuation, but more of a like so like soulful, almost anointed kind of connection, like blessed by the gods kind of connection. And yeah, the Chariot card to me, yeah, this is also ruled by the sign of Cancer, um, which, you know, is all about that. Cancer rules the fourth house in astrology. Get my words out eventually, sorry. But Cancer rules the fourth house in astrology, as you may very well know. And the fourth house, it focus, you know, is mainly about family, roots, your mother, and things like that. So yeah, this person is definitely, with the Chariot card, I feel is really ready. They're at that place in their life where they're like, yeah, I'm ready to, you know, have a family and settle down. Yeah, and make it work. But there's two sixes here now. So reciprocity, I feel, and there's two threes as well. There's another three coming up that I'll talk about. So yeah, it's definitely about reciprocity, I feel, for this person. They want to kind of feel that give and take, that teamwork energy. Talking about teamwork, we do have the Three of Coins, which clarifies your the position of how you feel about the future, or what your intentions are, what you're trying to do, what you're focusing on at the moment with regards to this relationship. You're trying to make it work. You're trying to kind of um, make the necessary compromises that's required to make it work. So this is again being very grounded. So you look at all the practical measures that you'll have to take to make it work. But this is also the Mars in Capricorn. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so it's like doing the right work, fighting for the right reasons. You're being very careful to kind of put your energies in the right place to make something work. So you definitely have a clear idea. Again, going back to this card again, you've got this like clear idea of like what you want. You just need, but you're just taking your time to carefully make sure that you're applying all the right amount of pressure to the right places at the right time in the right way, to make sure you get your desired result. This is also about, compromise and working with others as well, and also understanding instruction, knowing how to interpret other people's ideas and make that work. It also talks about foundations, and success, definitely around money. So it's about collaboration. I think you're definitely willing to work with your partner to make it work, but you understand that there may be some compromises needed. The sixes have come up again, which was that some sort of issues to compromise in your relationship, maybe about gender roles, things like that. I don't know, maybe something to do with that. The Chariot card being there as well, your partner also understands that there are challenges to be overcome, but wants them to be overcome. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Three of Swords, clarified by the Magician. So the Three of Swords for your partner, this is how they'll be feeling. So the Three of Swords talks about sorrow, but really it talks about disappointment as well to me. It's about kind of innocence being lost, maybe. Ideas that you've had kind of being crushed, like you thought something was going to go a particular way, but it didn't go that way. But usually those ideas weren't even realistic anyway, if you'd really thought about it, or you kind of maybe got carried away with your own idea of what was going to happen. And the Three of Swords then happens where someone says, actually, no, I wasn't thinking about that, or no, that's not what I wanted, or just completely kind of lets you down or doesn't come through. But this is about kind of disappointment and being disappointed, losing something maybe as well. So, but I feel like this person just feels that they have all these kind of grand ideas as to what they want for the relationship. The Chariot card is a very grand idea. And the Six of Wanting, the Six of Cups as well, that's what it's asking quite a lot, to want that soulmate connection. It's a lot. But us girls can get that way sometimes, where we're like, we want like this perfect relationship. We have to kind of dream idea of the archetypal kind of relationship, and like, you will do this, I will do that, and expectations, that we've created through our own daydreaming, and Disney movies. So yeah, this person, I feel, kind of realizes that actually any changes that they want to see in their life has got to come from them, because this is the Magician card. So this is them actually realizing their own worth. So through their realization that although they want a lot, you need time. They may want what they want, but you need time. You need to kind of go within, you need to make a plan. You know, this is your card, Aries. You need to think about what's going on inside your heart, in your mind, and think about what you want and what means security to you, and what you're willing to compromise and what you think is worth compromising on. And then making a commitment, with the Princess of Discs. But throughout all of this, although the Three of Swords is quite a sad card, this is a very positive card, and this talks about them actually. It's also a Mercurial card, and this is a Swords card. So there's something going on in your partner's mind towards the end of September that kind of, I think, brings us kind of awakening to them, especially with the Three of Swords, where they realize that actually, if they want anything in life and they want to have particular outcomes, that they need to affect that change, like they need to make that happen. So they also need to compromise and figure out, okay, so if I really want to be with this person, what do I need to do to make them feel more comfortable about making a commitment to me in the future? Learning how to communicate better, Also recognizing where their own resources are, because where they are wanting to kind of bring things to the table and you bring things to the table, this is about kind of realizing what you're bringing to the table, recognizing your own worth. They may feel in the near future that they don't have enough to match up to you, maybe, you know, and they may feel that they've got a long way to go with the Magus card, that they need to do a lot more to really meet your expectations, or to feel that they can kind of, provide that Six of Coins energy where you both are meeting on the same page, Six of Cups, Three of Coins energy where you're both able to, bring something to the table that each other can appreciate and invest in and kind of build a future on. But this is also about building on the future. So like you building for the future. So yeah, I think you definitely want that. They, for some reason, towards the end of September, um, start to kind of lose a bit of faith maybe in, I think, their own ability to meet expectations. Because the Magus card is very much about yourself. This could also be disappointment where they feel that you weren't able to meet their expectations, and they then realize that if they want anything in life, especially if it's like financial security, that they will need to go out and kind of make that happen themselves. They may be more traditional minded where they're like, oh, I'll be the stay-at-home mom and you'll be the, CEO of the company or whatever, and we'll make it work. Um, but maybe they realize that maybe it's not what you want. Um, and they're going to have to now maybe rely on themselves a little bit more to bring about this dream that they have for maybe the lifestyle that they want. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Ten of Cups for you. So you actually feel really happy come September. You feel emotionally fulfilled. Um, you may feel, sorry, that was the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Sorry, get it right. You yourself feel good about your own accomplishments and your own ability to bring things to the table. Like you feel like you've got a lot to give. Um, you've achieved a lot, and that might be why you started off here, but you're ending here. They're both nines. Um, this again is about recognizing how far you've come and being protective of that, and this is about seeing how far you've come and then celebrating and almost showing off about it. Um, this is independent success and happiness, as the card is called. So you'll feel really good about yourself. Your partner might not feel that good about themselves for some reason, but you feel really good. You feel happy. You feel very generous as well. Um, yeah, you feel very generous and giving and open and abundant. You feel boundless as well, like anything is possible. So you're feeling very hopeful. And like you have more than you want. I just feel like your partner, for some reason, they feel like I just feel like they feel they need to bring more to the table because you're bringing so much to the table. But you're really generous. Maybe your partner just feels like they want to give more, but they can't right now. You know, it could be so many things. It could be that. I mean, this is also Saturn in Libra, which talks about relationships. So, it could be that your partner does feel kind of like things aren't fair in some way. Saturn is about restriction, Libra is about relationships. So your partner could feel quite restricted in the relationship, kind of feel like maybe they don't want to be the stay-at-home mom. Just kind of completely backtrack over what I said, but it could be that your partner feels kind of trapped in that they maybe do want a long-term relationship, but maybe after experiencing everything, over the next month and a half, they realize actually there's more that they want to do with their life, that they can't just stay at home or they can't just played this traditional role and it wasn't what they expected, and actually it's quite restricting, you know, and they don't actually feel that free, but instead they feel like they're losing a lot of their vitality, and they need to, and you know, it's through this process they actually realize that actually they've got quite a lot to give too, and if they put their mind to it, they can create anything they want. um and they may very well feel that way. You mean because of you could be an inspiration to them in some way. Maybe that's why there's this kind of weird setup of cards here. Maybe it's actually you that provides this inspiration to them and the support that they need as well. But they could also be looking at your success and be like, wow, you know, that's Aries is really doing it. And I want to do that. I want to try that. I wonder what I could do, you know. So you could be an inspiration. So I'm going to pull some cards here. I was trying to make my readings like 15 minutes. It's not going to happen. But yes, I'm going to pull some more cards. For Aries, August to September. Love. Okay. Okay, interestingly enough, a card popped out as I was shuffling and it was money card. So take a good look. It's for you. I'm going to keep this card separate though. I don't really feel like it was part of the reading. But yeah, I think Spirit wants to let you know that there's some sort of money. Money is an issue. Whether that be, yeah, money and security is a theme. Not really an issue, but a theme, I feel, for the month. Okay, so Spirit's advice is the Ice Queen. The obstacle is the brunette female. What brings you together is family. So you may both want a family. Your lesson is passion. Yeah. I think that relates to the Ace of Wands here. They're learning about fun times. You see them as communication. The communication card represents how you see them. And then we've got the mature man for how they see you. Then we've got the blonde female at the base of the deck. I thought this just represents you, Aries. And then we've got the soulmate card as well. And spiritual growth. So yeah, as I said, I think this is going to be kind of a learning curve for your partner as well. About soulmates and everything. It's not going to be everything that they expected, and that they may find that actually a lot of the happiness that they want, they're going to have to kind of, a lot of maybe the void they're trying to fill maybe through relationships actually has got to be filled by themselves. That's also what the Magician card represents as well. Whereas you, with the Nine of Cups, you've actually found a way to make yourself happy and to fill your own void, because that's what the Nine of Cups actually is about, being able to make yourself happy. So the Ice Queen here for spiritual advice. The Ice Queen here, in terms of spiritual advice, is saying, you know, hold back a bit. Don't be too passionate. You know, take a cold shower. You know, yeah, and get more mental. Start thinking more about what you want, which you're doing anyway, rather than acting on what you want. Really thinking about what you want and then acting. Okay, but you have to remember as well, she has got a lovely, I think that's a tiger there, a white tiger she has with her. So the passion is still there, you know, but it's about more angular passion or more focused passion, and thinking before acting. Okay, so the obstacle that you have is a brunette female. It could be a person, it could be that it's talking about you yourself, where you yourself are the other brunette female, and that you may be being an obstacle to this, in the sense of being more grounded in a way. You're kind of slowing things down. You're making things happen on your terms. The brunette female also is quite a flirty card as well. She's quite an alluring kind of character. I don't know if this is an obstacle. We only had 1-3, so I wouldn't say that this reading really is talking about any sort of infidelity. Um, so yeah. The brunette female also comes across as someone who, to me, is like in comparison to like these two cards, like she seems open, playful, not really a care in the world kind of character. She seems a lot more like I've been hurt in the past. What do you really want? Who are you? A lot more deep, a lot more depth, and a lot more skeptical. She seems a lot more skeptical and has more of an agenda as well. Like she's more, she's thinking more, and so that could be an obstacle. Maybe there's one of you two are kind of displaying those characteristics of being very suspicious, yet being very alluring. Um, yeah. Okay, so at the base of the reading, we have got the family card. This is what brings you together. So I think this is talking about you both wanting a family. You're both wanting kind of something long term. You are thinking about the future. So that's what actually brings you together, is that you both want a family, maybe. But how you both go about that could be very different. But that's what brings you together. You are learning about passion. So that's your lesson of the month, is understanding your passions, where they come from, where they're taking you, um, and how they're affecting the relationship. Your partner is thinking about fun times, so they're learning about maybe having fun, letting their hair down. Maybe this is that your partner. They are thinking too much maybe about things, and not enjoying the moment enough. And they are learning about kind of having fun and kind of going out and letting their hair down a little bit. This could also be about fun times, where we talked about them finding their own happiness. This is maybe what they're learning about this month, is kind of finding their own happiness. Then we've got the communication card. So yeah, there was an issue with communication at the end of the reading, and that could you could see them maybe as maybe always wanting to communicate with you. Maybe you don't know how to communicate in the way that they want to. Maybe they like to text a lot, and you're not a texter. You like to call people, or you like to see people. Yeah, so that could be an issue, but that's how you see them, as someone who maybe is always on their phone, always communicating, maybe always telling you how they feel. Maybe they're maybe quite rigid in their thinking as well, have a lot of rules, or quite kind of rigid or structured, and maybe in the way that they talk or the way that they think. And yeah, maybe that's why they need to kind of have some fun. They see you as mature. They see you as security. Like we said, they see you as someone who's a mature man or mature woman, who can provide them the security that they're looking for in their relationships. So that really is the end of the reading. I'm going to pull one more card, because it's just a habit I always do. With another oracle deck for Aries. Okay, then we've got the fates. We'll just pull one card. So this is fated, and it's all happening for the right reasons at the right times. We've got co-create, so it's about working with others. And lastly, we've got peace. This is about you finding your own peace, I think. That's what the Emperor card is about. Time to go. So it is time for you to move. Kind of not to keep sitting still. You are thinking a lot about things here, yes, but you are an Aries character. You need to keep moving forward. So yeah, take the opportunity to think about your next steps, but but you know, it's time to go, so keep it moving at the same time. Hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like your own reading, you can email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to carry that out for you. Take care.